Hey there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Don't Starve. And as you can see, we are Wickerbottom. I finally made the decision, after going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth 100 million times of whether to be her or not. In the end, I decided it was worth it because we have the book tab, and the Birds of the World, and the Applied Horticultural, and the Sleepy Times, and the other book. I believe there's two or three more, and they just benefit like too much in the end. So we are Wickerbottom. We only have a hunger of 150, a sanity of 250, and a health of 150, but with our, our little resurrection statues, we're only at 120. So we are kind of back down to the bare minimum of the characters and whatnot. And we have world jumped so many times. I actually did it like over 10 times off camera. And I did gather a little bit of supplies. We got more guardian horns. We did end up getting more rare resources and stuff. But all in all, you've seen most of that, so we're not going to get into that today. We have stuff stashed away, and we have actually burned through quite a bit of the resources in our world as far as like regular resources go. Most of the boards, we'll actually take a stack of these. Most of our grass, we have like hardly any grass. We're running pretty low on twigs and stuff, but that can all be farmed easily. We still have everything in this world, and it's still looking fan-frickin-tastic over here. But we are going... Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we have world jumped to like over 10 times off camera, and I ended up resetting to one of my old saves. So it's like we didn't cheat or nothing, we just reverted to an old save. So we are still where we were at before we started world jumping. And I world jumped one more time once I reset. We ended up getting the world that we will travel to here. I believe that this will be our final world. So I don't plan really on leaving this Shipwrecked or my Reign of Giants world. And we're just going to go to town and we're going to build away. We have some crazy stuff. I have already got quite a jump start in this Reign of Giants world because I was kind of going back and forth and wanted to set up a base area and figuring out what I wanted to do and whatnot. And I'm not going to show you everything in this world just straight up. We're going to show you some of the main key points. And one of the things that I did do is I added one more mod, which was like a set piece configuration. So there's actually different things that will spawn in this world. And these are major things like set pieces, like you have a better chance of getting a reed trap, which we did get, and we actually got like a graveyard. We actually got the graveyard twice, so there's one there and one there. Some things that can also spawn are like tall bird mounds and hound mounds. We actually didn't get those, but we ended up getting, some hound mounds here, and we actually got a cluster of them down here. So it's like I'm going to end up boxing these in and trying to farm hounds there in the future. We ended up getting tall birds in our world. We didn't get a tall bird set piece like I wanted, but we ended up getting like 10 of these like by each other, so we can end up turning that into some kind of farm hopefully as well. We ended up getting a pig piece. So there's like a pig torch surrounded by berries, so we do have a pig torch in our world. Unfortunately it's only one, but it is what it is. Anything else in this world? We did get lucky and get some green caps over here. There is green and blue caps surrounded out through this area. And as you can see, I have made a spider farm, tiny little spider farm, tiny little hound trap, tiny little fire farm. And I set up my drying racks and started setting up storage. I actually don't like this storage in the corner, so I'm probably going to knock this down. We are very, very close to a warp hole. That's a crazy warp hole. And we have access to the ruins, or the caves and the ruins. Very close. We have one right here. And I believe we have one over here. So we have two really close to our base. I think the third one's pretty far off up by here by the tall birds. Yep, over here and up by another warp hole. And we're kind of going to show you around. We set up right by the Pig King. I got a couple, just cooking pots. We got our ice box. Do we need some food? Yeah, we do. And playing Wickerbottom's a little bit different. I mean, like, she is not good with spoiled food, and it sets off like her, my main... stuff, like it can give me decreased sanity, and if this food's spoiled, I don't get max benefits from the health. She can have a problem with sanity from time to time, but it's not that big a deal, because we ended up getting quite a bit of green caps over here. We actually got really lucky, and there's a bunch of green caps right by the reed trap, which is going to be super beneficial in the future. We actually have like 3 right by our cooking stuff, so that's cool. We actually have some blue mushrooms right over here, so that's pretty amazing. That's why I started setting up right around here. We actually do have our Glommer statue. Do we have any coffee? Oh, butt nuggets. We got to jump back over to Shipwreck quick. I think I left it in the fridge. So, this is like the kind of where we're sitting in this new world. And this world is not the biggest world. There's like kind of a few setbacks to this world. It is a little bit smaller, But there is some beneficial things in this world that I just couldn't pass up. And I said, screw it. We were Wicker Bottom when we were traveling. We ended up finding this place. It's too good to let go. Let's go ahead and grab these coffees and jump back over here. I have not built anything in our Shipwrecked world at all. In the meantime, I've kind of just been world jumping and gathering tidbits of supplies, what we can. We ended up with like a crap ton of thulisite in the end too. I think I got like 5 or 6 chests full. So it's like I'm not too worried about thulisite. We'll be able to craft and craft and craft, and we got tons of gems throughout the whole process as well. We ended up finishing with like 15 or 18 guardian horns. I forget what I stopped at. Like at one point I was just breaking into, in the last couple world jumps I did, I was just breaking into the ruins and going straight for the guardian and heading out. So we got tons of those. We'll be able to make Houndus Shootiuses in this world. Probably 2 different traps set up with them. That'll be a while from now. We ended up getting 2 walrus camps as well. So it's like why I kept this world is we got 2 walrus camps. We got a retrap with a bunch of green mushrooms by it, which is ridiculous. We have our main base area here, which is very close to Glommer Statue, which is very close to a big area to build in, very close to a cave. Very close to a warp tunnel that's like unfrickin' believable. So this is where our warp tunnel goes, and if you can see, it's actually cut off from the world. So when we go through this tunnel, it's like this is like a freak of nature type thing. Like we go through here, oh, it's gonna be freaking nighttime. Yeah, we got our lamp, and as you can see, the wormhole is on a tiny island. So it's like, I don't know if this is beneficial or not. I'm going to end up building a little sanctuary here of some sort. But, like, literally, I first came here when we had our first hound. And the hound spawned, and I heard them barking, and then bam, like, the hound disappeared. I don't know if this is, like, an area, like, because the hounds can't spawn, like, right next to you. And I was standing, like, right in the middle, and nothing can spawn in this island when I'm here, so I don't know if this is, like, something insanely crazy or what the hell's going on. Like, it's not supposed to generate like this. This happens, you know, this is like a glitchy type of thing that they probably don't want happening. But like, isn't it just unbelievable that I have a warp hole to an island that's untouchable? You know? Like, what the hell? I was like, that's too original. I was like, I have to keep this world. And if you look at it, like, the world doesn't seem like the biggest. I feel like there's bigger worlds than this. But we still have all of our biomes. We have a bunch of rocky turf that we can take up if we need more in the future. We already have so much stashed, and we already like have a bunch of cobblestone path. So I kind of am just waiting for a little bit of daylight, and there we go. Let's go ahead and pop some of this honey. What the hey? Grab a jerky. So I'm going to show you around. We got our Pig King. You can see I'm kind of just chucking everything on the floor right now. There is no storage set up currently. We got our bare necessities down, a couple of fridges. This is where I'm going to stash the ice. We'll probably bring in some more fridges. Got a couple of machines to work with, the bird cage, all of my junk that I'm going to need as the seasons change. We are actually in autumn and mild season currently. So we can kind of just be slow for a couple days and work around things. We run down this path. We got our Glommer Statue. And I will probably end up setting some kind of farm right here to actually farm Krampus in the future. Or are we going to just spawn them all? I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. So that's like a thing of the future. And you can see we got a sinkhole right here that goes straight to the caves, which we actually have some like light plants in there relatively close to the thing. And I actually have these elephant cactuses right here. So every time that the bats spawn, they just get killed. So it's pretty sweet. I have a path leading down this way. There's nothing currently this way. We actually did have like a set spawn of one of those metal guys, metal dudes. We do have a little statue area that we can actually build something around. We have tons of spiders over here that we're going to have to kill before we do so. So we have this. We're going to keep this in our world. We're going to make something out of it eventually. And that is that. We have tons of spiders over here. As you can see, we have tons of beehives. And here's our ending piece. We have a nice, huge biome down there that we'll end up doing something with. This is going to be our main building area where we do most of our base stuff. So we're just going to jot back up over there. Is there anything in this backpack? Nope. Just a random thing. Random thing. All right, so you can actually take, this is one of the natural paths that leads straight to the Pig King. Bam! Back at home. I'm gonna work out a design too. I don't know if this is gonna be the setup or whatnot, because we're gonna start designing and setting all sorts of things up in this world. It is going to be cray. So over here you can see we got our hound trap, and basically I just got a couple cactus armors because we can like slap this guy on, be like bam! We can run up in here and not get hit by the cactuses for when the hounds are spawning and whatnot. So that is a thing that we have right now, and most likely, like, I will be using this every time we don't have firehounds, and I'm going to build a hound trap with, like, just the whatchamacallas. I don't think I've even built these in quite the while, the tooth traps, so we're going to set up tooth traps in a different couple areas, too. I'm going to use those to kill giants and to kill hounds during, well, to kill the firehounds and whatnot. And we basically set up one of our advanced fire farms. That's simple all through and through, just to get carrots and meat easily. We have a warp tunnel to the Nowheresville, which is just amazing. We set up a bunch of drying racks over here. There will definitely be more in the future. I got a couple lightning rods holding those babies down, so we ain't got no problems. I did start a storage here. I don't know if I'm going to take this out or just make it like overflow storage, stuff that we don't need really. I'm not sure where I'm building storage in this world yet. We might just leave everything we have in Shipwrecked and just start looting and kind of stashing stuff here as well. So there's all kinds of work to be done. As you can see, I have my pathing started. This is all of the cobblestone that I've converted from rocky turf and boards, and we've made cobblestones. We still have another 17 laying around. We got some stuff in these chests, just like random junks as of right now. Got some more lights we can put down. I did put down quite a bit of light, so we do have tons of light as we've been walking around. And I started using football helmets again just to not blow through all my thulecite right away. Stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but we did end up making a path. There was a couple spider situations, big old spider huts, and I had to kill those guys to get this path in. But this goes straight on down to where the reed farm is. We'll just go down here, we'll spin around. Oh, get away from the tentacle monsters. And you can see, like, we got all these green mushrooms, like, right here. And there is even some way over on the other side. Over here. Got some more, and I think there's even some over here. Yeah, we got more here and here. Like, we got super lucky with the green mushrooms, like, around the reed trap, because, like, in the future, what's going to be happening... Actually, let's go ahead and pick some of these reeds, because we're going to go ahead and get started on what our basic superpower is, which is these books tabs. We're going to start making these books and whatnot, and we actually need papyrus for all of them to build all of them. The thing is like, we need to kill... See, you can see, like, 8 million tentacle monsters up in there. Like, we're going to have to slowly bring pigs with us and spiders or whatever we need to do, and we need to get all of these things killed. And what we can do is we can actually farm reeds in the future, and it's going to be insane. So we're going to get like tons and tons and tons of reeds at the same time, which we'll be able to make books with, which we'll be able to make honey poultices with. Oh my good lord, and that's why you can't just sit around. I need to put my helmet on too, because I lose way too much health now, like when I get hit. You can get hit like a couple times and bam, you're dead. So it's like, I wonder if I can actually fight these things myself. I've never actually tried to. Let's go ahead and give this guy some smacks. Yeah, what's up, bro? Can we kill this by ourselves? Oh, we can! Alright, so we can fight those. It takes a lot of damage off of us. But once you fight them, I believe that they don't come back. We'll go ahead and pop a couple honey things. We can easily get some of those back. No problemo. Alright, so we could actually fight those ourselves as well. What I think I'm going to do is start a pig village. And then I'm just going to kind of get those guys to come in here and get sacrificed and whatnot. And, yeah, pretty much. Those will be the sacrificial dudes to take out all of the stupid things. Let's go ahead and grab what we can. Oh, get out of here, bro. Just trying to grab some freaking reeds and some goddamn silk and whatnot. Finish. Let me live. Let me live, for Christ's sakes. And we do have, like, a pretty big swamp here, so there is actually, you know, a decent amount of reeds, too, if we need to. If we don't want to go in there and do the dang farm, we can just run in here and actually grab some. Actually, there's not as many as I would like, but as far as the walrus things go, that's another thing that we can farm in the future. We could set up some kind of farm so the walruses will spawn, they'll get trapped inside a thing, and we can kill them easily. Red mushroom. Green mushroom. We'll take you. Screw you. We do have, like, random green and blue mushrooms around over here. Oh, I do have the bees, too. So I did set up, like, I used them the majority of the wood I have. And I made, like, bee huts and whatnot. We'll grab some with the hay. top off our healths, stuff like that. And we're going to go back over here. We do have some more reeds sitting over yonder. So we are going to go ahead and refine some of this papyrus. We'll go ahead and do, like, what? Can we do 4? No, we can't. We can only do 3. Yeah, good talking. Well done, sir. We only have 3, so we can only make 1 book, I believe. Let's grab these seeds. Eat those seeds. Stick these monster meats up in the fridge. And let's throw these little silky poos on the ground. We could make up one of these, get our sanity topped off a little bit. And our sanity's not too bad, like, in these situations, because we have tons of green caps in this world, and also we do have our TAM, so it's like, whatever. If it gets really bad, throw the TAM on, and it is what it is, you know? So that's the thing, too. And we do have a couple green mushrooms by our base, so every time it rains, these puppies will come back, and we'll get some free sanity at base as well. And we do have foods that we can make, and we can utilize all of the recipes, which we need to get into, so we can have the best healing and blah blah stuffs in the end. And, I mean, once we get this reed trap up and functioning, I don't see, like, we can take all the damage we want, and we're still going to be just fine. So, what we are going to do is we're going to pop down here. We actually probably need eggs. What do we need for this first book? We need Birds of the World, which is a couple eggs. And we do have eggs in here, I believe. Yes, we do. Two. Bam. And I don't think we need to be... Oh, here it is. First book. First book crafted, Birds of the World. What is the other book that's in our tab? It is Applied Horticulture. So this is the thing that actually grows anything in the vicinity. Let's actually pop back over and grab a couple more reeds, because with 3 more reeds, we can probably make that book too, right? Is that just 2? Yes. So we need a couple more reeds. We need to pop a coffee and keep things moving. We need to get coffee in this world. That's something I haven't put in yet, which is kind of stupid. I don't know why I didn't think about doing that. All right, so we need, like, what, 3 reeds? 1 more. Where's another one? There you are. Good. Oh! Looks like we got another little set piece. Gravestone. We'll take this junk. What the hey? Anything? Nothing. I don't think anything spawns in backpacks, period, so. So that is what it is. Let's go ahead and refine 1 more piece of papyrus. And we will make our other book, which we can probably do now. No, we need 1 piece of poo and some seeds. So where's some seeds, bro? There's some seeds. Can we do it with guano? Can we? No, we need poop. So, we need to feed a pig something. What do we got laying around? We can just feed him a piece of meat. Does he poop if I feed him a piece of meat? Do we have any pigs? I feel like there was a piece of poop sitting up in this farm, wasn't there? Yes! Was it just 1? Yeah, it was. Alright, so Applied Horticulture. So we have 2 books now. Here, you can have a piece of meat for pooping. Thanks, bro. Do you poop? No, you follow me. Well, whatever. So let's go ahead and throw down these marbles and this knot and this life-giving amulet. We actually have quite a bit of those life-giving amulets. How do you actually craft those? Do we need the shadow manipulator to craft things? Chilled amulet, life-giving amulet. No, we could craft 80 million of those if we wanted to. So it's like, I guess, if we had to go into repeated death cycle, life-giving amulets would be very useful. And I'll talk about more about that in the future, because you can actually use your dead skeletons to, like, box in stuff. And that might be something that we're going to get into. So we're going to go ahead and read Applied Horticulture right now. It's going to drain our sanity a little bit. What are we at? 189. Does it grow the mushrooms? It doesn't. Dang it. That's too bad. I really hoped it did. 189 to 157. That is not too shabby. So you could not see exactly what the book did there, but what we will do is run over here by where some of these reeds are. We're gonna go ahead and read that puppy again, and you're gonna see that these reeds are gonna grow. And ooh, I wonder if that tree was just at the right timing or what. So this is, as you can see, like, once we get all these tentacle monsters, we're gonna be reading this book, and it'll replenish all of those reeds, which is just insane. I believe it does anything that's actually on the screen when you read it. And this Birds of the World book, check this out. Read the book, 30 birds come and land. So it's like, there is also, yeah, you can see your sanity goes pretty fast here. But, like, if I have armor on and I'm reading these books and killing stuff, I can easily spawn in Krampus and get some kills on him. I can get, I can do so many things. And if you look down here, if I pop down here, there's actually more books. You got Sleepy Time Stories and you got On Tentacles. So these summon tentacles, and this one puts stuff to sleep. So if I had the Sleepy Time book and the bird book, like I can summon all of those birds, they'll land on the ground, and then I can read the Sleepy book and they all fall asleep, and I can just kill them all. That's like one use of it. I mean, I can put anything to sleep with it. These books are like super OP, and that's why we had to be Wickerbottom. We're just going to go ahead and set those down for now. We need to gain back our sanity that we lost. We're only at 84 right now. But that doesn't matter too much because it will come back, and we are not in a pinch for it. We'll actually pop a couple jerkies just to get back up in the right. We got a bunch of rot sitting around camp. Oh, what's up? You want to pick up that? All right. So I guess that is that. How is our stuffs doing? I guess we could grab our sewing kit and pop off. What should we top off? Top it off the Dumbrella. Dumbrella takes more. All right, so that is that, everybody. This is kind of the base head start. We will show more of the world in the future here. We actually do have a little tree farm set up here. That's the only thing we got going up in the desert. I'm not totally sure. We do have beefalo and junk over there, so we're gonna have to utilize them in a pen somewhere. And we have to find our goats. We got goats over here somewhere. And we're going to try to transport those somewhere, and we're going to cage them off and, you know, keep them replenished and populated and keep our goat volt horn stash on the tippy top. But, man, I just can't believe it. I guess we're going to pop over here one more time just to kind of log off for the day. And we're going to show off this little tiny island again because it is just insane that we have this, you know. Oh, the pig came. That's right. So this is our island. Like, this is just crazy. Like, it's super small, but, like, we're cut off from everything. Everything. I'm going to pick this carrot. Screw it. Carrot is mine. So we're going to build something here as, like, a shrine. And we will come here in one of the next episodes when the hounds do spawn. And we'll see kind of what happens because I don't know what happens. Like, there's nothing that can spawn by me when I'm there. So it's like, that's a safe haven. Like, if I went into... Oh, what are you... For reals? Oh, I'm going to have to worry about... Oh, I'm going insane. Fuck you, dude. Let's fight him. Screw it. Give me some beard hair, bro. You gonna run away? Like a little punk? You are. Oh, he's scared. Let him be scared. Whatever. Get out of here. Alright, everybody, but that will have to do it for today. So if you did like the episode, go ahead, throw a like down. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that for more Don't Starve content in the future, because we are on our way to building a mega base, and it is going to be fantastic. Still many episodes more to come, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.